Hey y'all, feeling much better, much better, much better. And look, y'all be like, it look like you only weigh, I don't know how much I weigh now, but now. I'm heavy. I got heavy bones. My grandma told me that since I was little. My daughter was heavy too when she was little. Hecka heavy, yo. You're like, how is you carrying that girl? Yeah. No. Thought I'd try something different. I never used to wear this hairstyle. I don't know why. Like the part in the middle and down. Something different, something new, you know what I'm saying? So, oh my gosh, this one got so much. I mean, I had whatever was left over. Oh my god, that is, look at that. They look good. Oh, that's in there. Lobster. I'm like glad that they did this. Like, they're pretty small. And when you're trying to eat and you sickle cell and all that, it's kind of intimidating, all this food and stuff. And so I'm glad they're kind of small right now. See how small they are? But I appreciate that at this time, so I can eat my food, be able to finish something, you know? At least more than I did earlier. Now I feel I ain't 100%. I'm almost there. Almost there. Yeah. Man, when I was filming that was so hard. But it wasn't as hard like letting y'all see it. It was just the talking and interacting with, you know what I'm saying? Like, because I knew eventually I was gonna, hello? Hello? Look at that. All kinds of stuff out there, man. I don't know what to do. Alright, so I've made my decision. Although I do not want to leave her without getting market something. I don't want to get her an entire costume to take care of, which would be just something else to put on her. I don't want to do that. But yeah, I'm just gonna go on. It was just me talking, and I knew I was like going to end up shut down on my words. I wasn't gonna finish my words and stuff. Y'all see a little of that, especially if you went on the YouTube. If you went on YouTube, you'll see like more of that, of what I mean. And one thing I have learned is that if you enjoy your food while you're eating it, like say if you were sad or mad while you're eating, you're more likely to be accepted to different like bad diseases or yeah, I'm gonna say that, yeah. And if you eat like happier and your spirits are happy while you're eating, it helps you have more energy and less likely to have different different diseases. Yeah. Or even cancer. Cancer is one of them too. Because cancer is a disease, curable, whatever. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So yeah, that's why I try to eat while I'm happy and good spirits. And plus, you're able to eat more. You know what I mean? Your body will digest better too. I mean, your body will digest the food better. What I mean.
Y'all, I gotta say this. Y'all need to know the difference between edges and baby hair. And let me show you what baby hair is, and let me show you what edges are. Okay? Now, you see this? That's called baby hair. Okay? It's baby hair. I ain't even gotta pull my baby hair out because it's just there. Edges are these, right? You know what I'm saying? That's considered edges, okay? The edge of your head. Mine's pretty long, but now I'm just saying. It's different, okay? These is like the bangs area, but still, these are your edges, okay? See? That's considered edge. Pretty much an inch. Yeah, it's there. It's boom, you know what I'm saying? I wish I had pictures of when I had bangs, though. I had bangs, but it was the ones that was like from here to here. I didn't really like that. I wanted the style from here to here. That's why I put that post on there. Should I get bangs again? Not cut. I didn't mean to say cut my hair. I meant to say cut my hair. I meant to say cut, you know, for bangs. Everybody's like, don't cut your hair. I was like, I ain't cut my hair there. But, you know, I'm talking about the bangs part. Everybody was on my case, man, about that. I was like, no. And besides, my baby's father was, man, the first time I cut my hair, he was mad. Do you hear me? Mad. He went to, because we went to my hairdresser, and when he picked me up, he was like, where's she at? He gets out the car and was like, why you cut my girl's hair? And then she was like, if you ain't paying for it, I don't know why you making any suggestions. She a woman, she can do whatever she wants. She was like, I am paying for it. She was like, oh, I'm sorry, I'll check with you next time, okay? I will not cut her hair unless I get the approval from you. I'm sorry. Yeah. Because it was the first, that was the second time I cut it. The first time was in high school, and I cut it like right here. Literally, like right here. Then the second time was when it was like in the middle of my back. It was like right here. It was right here. And it was tickling like in the middle of my back. And instead of letting it grow past that length, it was like right here. That's where it broke. Yeah. And instead of me letting it just grow past that length, I cut it, and then I had to, yeah. But that was that time too, and I had to cut it. But I've been trying to stay out of my ponytails, you know, so it can grow. Been doing good. It's growing to where it should be. I'm almost there. I know y'all like, it's already long. Nah, this is considered short for how my hair really is. But at least it's healthy, my ends. You know? My ends are healthy, nice and thick. Oh yeah, I wanted to show y'all the oil. So this is the new oil that I got. It's called, well, I don't know if it's so good that it's by this brand, but the brand is Mega Stool or Do Grow, but it's argan oil, the humidity control serum. So basically, I was having trouble with my hair frizzing up, and it hasn't frizzed up. I just went out in the rain and got some waters, and you know, I've been testing it and stuff. And when I get in the shower, oh my gosh. See them edges, everything being cooked. Like yesterday, I was like, ooh, but it's pretty good though, look. So it actually works. And then frizz control, Make sure it has no alcohol, no water. That's what my hairdresser, the family hairdresser, she did tell me that. So I make sure, if just because it say oil, always look at your ingredients. Even in your water, look at your ingredients. You'd be surprised, because you know, as YouTubers, we know the terminology of quick bake. So quick bake, quick bake you, gotcha. You know what I'm saying? So this is what it is. Here, I'll do it like this. So this is what it is. It's that low. It's good. I've been using it for my skin too. I like to get, when I do look for hair oil, I like to use it on my body too. Even though, you know, it says hair and body oil. And I'm like, but then I thought about, I'm like, well, you know, the oils is coming out on my skin. It's making my skin nice and stuff. You know, and come on your neck and on your arms and stuff. Like, I don't break out. You know what I mean? Some people break out and stuff because of their hair stuff. And they may think something wrong with their skin when it's their, you know what I mean? If you think about it. And then plus it comes out in your pores and all that stuff. And it been working on, shoot. I can use this, take a shower, and sometimes not even put it on and be cool. Like, I'm not even ashy. Like, look, I'm not even ashy at all. I took my shower and everything and did not put no oil on. And I have dry skin, like, yeah. So I like that oil. That's some good oil. I meant to show y'all that a long time ago. I mean, I just got it this month, but, you know.
Me doing this, I woke up in the middle of, so I felt myself doing this. I was like, and I hit her hand or something, her arm or something like that. My hand was beating and she rolled over.
Is it a crab shell?
Over to the lamp.
I mean, lobster shell.
And I was still half asleep, but I
They tell you maybe some in there anyway, so yeah.
Come back, I was drinking more or whatever. I'm like, I'm just turning the light off. And then you woke up and then you like, I'm so sorry. Yeah, he was so hurt. Like, I hit my wife. Oh man, I can't believe he did it. He like, I have like a handful of stories of him waking up out of sleep. Oh my goodness. Wow.
I'm afraid to say this, but I meant it in like a joking, good way. Okay, I've been watching these YouTubers. They're called Naveen. Sheena is the girl, and Naveen is the guy, of course. And he looked like the guy on Drumline. I just watched Drumline. I've seen him before, but I watched it. And he looked like, you know, the one, he was like, what's up with your socks? And he was like, it's a tuba thing, shorty. The big guy. But I ain't talking about like how big he is and stuff. But he like he looked like him, got some similarities to him. I think I should just show you this picture because the reason why this one's a good one, because this was like 2 years ago. And he looked just like him. Look. Now go on Drumline and tell me you don't look like him. See, that's her. Sheena and Naveen.
Yo, that alarm is so loud, it makes your ears like ring. It's so uncomfortable. So I had like pick the kids up and rush to the back, close the door so they wouldn't be able to hear it. Like, it's so,
where's the name?
So loud, y'all.
Oh yeah, there they are. So that's their name, Naveen and Sheena.
But we just have to figure out how to get it dealt with.
They're pretty good. They're Christians. I was just watching. They even give Christian advice and you know, based off their life too as well. It's crazy. They remind me of me and my baby father and my sister Sherelle and her husband Mike. Like they it's like a combined. Their personalities is like us. It's crazy. Even though, you know, we all met at the same school, same time. I was the cheerleader. He was football player. They both were in band. You see what I mean? So, and it was crazy because I was watching Drumline, and Yeah, just wrong.
What's good, Brownie Birds? It is morning time in the Brown home. Say hey, Royal. Royal's eating his oatmeal. I'm trying to figure out
I look like that just because the music was playing in the background. And just in case I would probably get copyright for it, I can edit that part out. Or I can just play some music over it. It won't look too funny. But I'm learning how to do the music. It's basically, you can pick your favorite music, but just edit it. Like you can bring the beginning or the end of the song in the beginning and play the end of the song at the end, at the beginning, and edit it towards the end. Like switch it around basically. Switch the lyrics around and stuff like that. Don't just add it on there and then it plays the whole song like normal. You know what I mean? That's considered their song and you didn't do anything, so it's not yours. You know what I mean? It's not considered your song. So that's why I just learned that from them. I was like, oh, okay. Because at first I was like trying to get, Bo to put some music or record some music so I can just use his in the background, And then, but I'm like, I only seen 2, and then it's kind of the lyrics kind of. There's some uploaded. If y'all want to look at it, it's called lyrics by, I don't know, I forgot what I labeled it as. But, yeah.
If she doesn't eat it like the day of, not she's not gonna eat it the next day unless it's the Italian pizza because she loves that stuff. But so usually if she
that comes first as
like leftovers, I'm just gonna eat it.
All I want is everything. Yeah, here it is. All I want is everything. I didn't even know it said that. I just liked it. And plus it was this part of it.
No, I'm probably wasn't gonna eat it, but it's still mine. So I did you a service by not letting it go to waste. Whatever, doesn't matter that much. I'm gonna go ahead and my baby's going on with we can tonight. At least until Wifey finishes editing. Well, we were supposed to watch this video on apologetics, but I have to wait till she finishes editing because we're watching it together. Roy wants to vlog, so I'm gonna let him.
My granny texts me. My granny, okay. I know my cousin when we say my granny, no, my granny. We got the same grandma. No, that's my grandma. Don't be saying that's your grandma. That's my grandma. No, it's not your grandma. Yes, it is. Yeah, we do that. She's like the famous grandma, you know what I mean? Like, everybody loves, like, who doesn't like her? If you don't like her, something wrong with shit. It's not her, it's shit. You feel me? I gotta get it off of the camera.
That's the whole goal, right? Right? That's how you do it?
Tap and hold.
Yeah.
Until
Alright, so I got my food to go with. Today's gonna be a good day. So we're gonna be leaving sometime today, most likely to go and get me some mason jars and everything. So we can like pre-prep some salad and stuff like that for me. And I'm gonna be planning out some meals. I'm just gonna strictly that. I ate a certain way when I got back off the leave and everything like that to lose some weight, and I lost like 10 pounds. And I'm cool with that. And now I'm ready to go ahead and keep going. I want to get down to about.
My grandma, we didn't show her how to text and do all that types of stuff. So now,
I want to get down to like 175, 180.
we still just be doing it though. She's come a long way though.
It's a couple of walk around ways for my height, which is.
They didn't change their phones and stuff. I won't be shocked if they get an iPhone. Like, I won't be shocked at all. And then sometimes their friends be asking us grandkids how to do it too. So it's cool, like their friends, like okay, I know my phone, but who do I know that's gonna, interact with me? So it's cool that their friends are curious and want to do it too. So now, you see? Yeah, it's cool.
Just eating and living. Got up to 200 pounds. And when I hit 200 pounds, I had like a love-hate relationship with it because it was my desired weight. When I got to that weight, it just wasn't a comfortable walk-around weight. I was more tired. My legs were heavier because
I love that ice. I don't know if it's just 7-Eleven that have that ice, but they got that crushed ice, like the ice chips. Which that's the type of ice that if you were to chew ice, that's the type of ice that you should chew. That's, you know what I'm saying? So let me show you what I mean. What type of ice that I made? Now you see? Ice chips. Basically. Look at this liquid. The other liquid gold. That cup was for my I had some juice. Some fruit juice. So the person that actually delivered this, she was so cute. She was pregnant. She was around the same size as my sister, Sherelle, but she said she was due next month. I was like, okay. I'm like, if you do next month, look like my sister do next month too. But I mean, she said she was due in March. Right? But yeah, her baby shower's coming up soon. And I need to go. I mean, I haven't been out like searching and looking, but I've been following Chris, what's his name? The royal family, Queen and Clarence. Noses. But they've been like, they love Target. First she loved Walmart. Somebody must have put her on Target, and I was like, yes, girl, and it's cool that you like Target now because, oh my gosh, I'm telling you, you get quality stuff at Target for the low. Man, they even have Eddie Bauer, but that's besides the point. All the, name brand stuff. I mean, their stuff is quality like good stuff, and I like the atmosphere of Target. It's so like calming and soothing and comfortable. Like you can just go in there and like come right out. Like you don't even have to really stay in there too long. Like anytime I went to Target, I wasn't in there for like hours and hours like I would be in Walmart. It's just so comforting, calming, and comfortable. Just go in there. Just go in there. Even if you was to like window shop and you see certain things like, oh, I'm gonna get that next time. You just in and out of there. It's just, I don't know how to explain. I love it, especially with, oh my gosh, baby stuff, toddler stuff. They have, but they baby stuff. Oh my gosh. Look, when I had my baby, I was like, and now my sister having, I'm like, ooh, and she was like showing. They were in the store, and then plus she showed me online, and I was like, ooh, but there's this one stroller. I was thinking this, because I didn't like sharing my bad. My phone case is on its way. But that's why I still got this thing on here. But yeah. So there's this, it's so cute. It's like one of them, you know them, I want to say olden, but back then how they had the little, the strollers, and it bounces a little bit, and it had and it was like this is the thing, right? And it has the little cover over it. Like it looks like it has a cover, and it has the little thing that's like this. It's like that. Oh my gosh, they have the what are they called? The strollers like that. And they have not strollers, but the car seat. The car seats like that. And I was like, oh my gosh, I want to get that, because I ain't like sharing mine. Like, sometimes you be there, be left over here, and then you got to get out the car, and you got to remember to make sure they bring it back. I'm like, look, keep yours at home, and I'll buy, well, this is what I'm going to buy mine. You know what I'm saying? You know, I'm taking to your baby shower. Boom. I shouldn't be telling you this, huh? It's just an idea for someone else, and what I thought it was a good, recommendation, you know what I'm saying? So, yeah. Buy more than one, or have somebody else have theirs, and you keep yours in your car, or keep yours with you. I think that's for real. Like, you can even go to the thrift stores or whatever, but I'm just saying, like, it beats going out and buying another one if this one get lost. Or, you know what I'm saying? If everybody have theirs, or, you know what I mean? I'm just saying. That's just me. My experiences. I think that's it. Yeah. I can't wait to get that. And it's so cool. She having a girl. I mean, what I've seen, it's like universal for a boy and a girl. So it's like, yeah. I just think that is so cute. Like, the stroller's one thing, but then how they made the dang car seat. Oh my god, car seat. Yeah. So cool. At first I was gonna get something else, but I was stuck on one thing that I wanted to get, but I was like, no, I'm gonna get this. I have to. This is a great excuse to get one.
How cute are these? I want to get these. And then they got a these kind. You like these? Oh, not for those 690. No, I'm gonna make them myself.
I like watching oh my god, I like watching Clarence and Queen, because they remind me of my sister too. So her and Mike. And but they call themselves the royal family. I mean, her name is Queen. Her grandma's name is Queen. But I'm just saying, like, you know. And so it's just so cute. And that girl, she her songs and stuff. She didn't perform at BET and all that. So she is celebrity now from being just a YouTuber and her singing and stuff. And she still shop at Walmart and Target. She will be there in a quick minute. She was over there like, where is she picking up? I think it was like in the baby aisle where it's just like the little small stuff like the ear thing or, you know, little small little stuff. She picked it up. No, it was towels. One of the towels was $12. She said, ooh, we need to go to the cheap aisle. I was like, I heard that. She wasn't paying no $12 for no towel. And then I was like, ooh, I actually paid. One time we went to, we was younger. Me and Bernard went to Target and we was looking for towels. This is the first time we was in our place. Oh no, this is when we shared the mansion. We roommated with my auntie and we was living in the mansion. And so we was, I don't know, we just went there because it was close by and stuff. And we just got our little go-karts and we rode around. We seen the towels and we was like, we didn't even look at the price at that time. We was just like feeling the towels. And then we looked and it was like $20 and we was like, but we read it. We was like, why is this $20? And it was like one of them towels where you wet and you go like when one swipe like this and it dries it. We was like, let's see, we can always take it back. So we bought a $20 towel, one for him, one for me, right? And ended up keeping it because it really worked. We was like, this is really worth our money, but we ain't never did it again. But it was just like, yeah, I actually did that. I mean, $20 towel, but you know, it's worth the money. Those was the days. Then we had kids, and then I just, not make it a habit. Make it a habit. It is so cute. See, I'm watching their show, like, their YouTube channels when they were like 2-3 years ago, like when they kind of, I don't know if that's when they first started. But, yeah. So cute. I'm so excited now. Anytime I do eat, or no, I take that back. Anytime that I'm cooking, I'm doing it homemade. And that's something that I always wanted to do. It was like a passion of mine that I always wanted to do, but I never knew how. Like, you know how you got to know your main ingredients, your base to make just anything. Like, okay, I know my flavors, I know my base of how to cook, say, gravy, or, you know what I mean, like a roux, or like a sauce. Like, I'll say, my hair, I'm like, what is that? So like, say a sauce, like spaghetti sauce or something, pasta sauce, there we go. So basically you gotta know your main ingredients for a pasta sauce, or, you know what I mean? And then you can just add stuff from there. Like, I know how to make what sauce is that? Wow, that white sauce, anyways. When I be forgetting stuff, that's just because it's from, I had 2 strokes and 2 seizures, 2008. I think I was pregnant. Yeah, no, it was after I had my daughter. But I was still in the hospital, though. I was in that hospital for, like, 4 months, yeah. Well, yeah, I'll say 4 months, because I wasn't in there I wasn't in the hospital for the whole 4th month. Yeah. Crazy how that happened. I'm just sitting there. Oh, So I get my lunch, and Bo's Bernard. Bo's his nickname. So Bo's daughter's father, right? So yeah. So we had her. She was preemie. I was sick from sickle cell, and I had her. That'll be another story. But the fact that this is how the strokes and the seizures became. So he was about to go to work. He waiting for either my mom or somebody else to take shift, because they always take shift. Nobody kept me like by myself more than probably like 30 minutes, not even. So I just got my lunch. He wasn't gonna eat lunch until he left to go to work. And I got my lunch and I'm about to eat. He opening stuff, right? Then out of the blue, I'm like, ooh, I got a bad headache. I got a real bad headache. And then he's like, okay, I'm going to call the nurse in, but eat something first, because, they're going to give you your medicine. So I was like, okay. Then I'll go, dang, it's blurry. He like, huh? We ain't thinking nothing of it. We just thinking, it's from the headache. I used to have migraines, so I'm like, maybe that's from, what it is, right? So I'm like, okay. Then, right when he was about to, because it wasn't that I needed to be fed, but he just feeds me. Sometimes we feed each other, whatever. And he goes to go to my first bite, and then all of a sudden, it just went black. I mean, pitch black. Like, and it was daytime. It was nice and bright. I didn't see no shadows. I didn't see nothing. When I say pitch black, I mean pitch black all around. No shadows, no nothing. Just like that. And then, so he called the nurse. Well, actually, he was like, are you sure? He doing all this? And I'm like, and then so he trying to feed me. I'm like, well, just feed. No, he called the nurse, right? He ran out. Hey, where the nurses? And they told him they going to get the doctor. They trying to get the doctor, right? Because he told him what happened. So as we waiting, he's like, well, I was like, I don't know. Because I just knew that with sickle cell, it might happen. So I'm just like accepting of it. I'm like, I might as well just accept it. Whatever. Let's have fun. Hey, let me see if I can eat, right? So I'm like, let me see the food, right? No, he gave me something to drink. I was like trying to drink it. I was like, right? And then I was like, let me see if I can eat. So I'm just like, he doing this and I'm over here doing this. Like, we just start laughing. I don't know. We're just silly like that. We try to make things funny and, not all stressful and stuff. So that happened, and then I don't know. I was trying to see, so I'm like this, looking all around, and and then he was like, "Stop, just stop." It started to creep me out. Stop. I was like, "Oh my bad, I wasn't even trying to do that. I was just trying to see if I could see," and I'm just like I can't see nothing. I don't even see your shot. I don't see nothing. It's literally black. And then he was like, well, why don't you just go to sleep? Just go ahead and go to sleep, and by the time they come, you didn't have your medicine and stuff, right? So I'm like, okay. So he soothed me and stuff, so I go to sleep. I'm going to sleep. I fell asleep. I wake up, full vision, no headache, no nothing, just plain on full vision. So I wake up, I'm like, what? I'm straight down. They had the things on me, and on my legs, and then I think I had one across here too. I'm all like, whoa, where you babe? And I wake up, was he there? Yeah, he was there. And my mom was there. And they were like, hold on, calm down. I'm like, why am I like this? What is going on? They were like, you just had 2 strokes and 2 seizures, and you were pulling your IV out, and you were fighting us and stuff. Like, when was this? I was just asleep. I just woke up, and it was like, I guess while you was asleep. I was like, I don't remember nothing like that. I just remember him putting me to sleep, helping me go to sleep, and me waking up. That's all I remember. They was like, girl, you got scratches, and stuff. You pull your IV all out. I was like, and it was like, hold on, but you can see the doctors, and they were like, you can see? I'm like, yeah, I can see clear. And they was like, do you remember this? And they was doing the motions and trying to make sure nothing's permanently, how they say one side of your body might not work or it'll be paralyzed. So they making sure nothing's paralyzed. I don't know. That was nobody but God, but I'm saying full vision. But the only thing, which is crazy because I remembered everything, but then slowly, after that, like days went by and I'm about to get out the hospital. Oh, I got out the hospital. But I remember that week I was like, I lost all memory. I ain't know my name. I ain't know nobody's name. I ain't know where I lived. I ain't knew I had a baby. I just had a baby, like, looking at her like, because I wasn't able to get out and go see her because I had severe preeclampsia and I ended up getting so big. I swear it was so much fluid in me that I couldn't even fit in the big wheelchair. Like my body, I go try to sit, I'm sitting on top of the bars and I couldn't, so I wasn't able to go see her until I got out the hospital. It was crazy because I would wake up and like everything's big. Like, I mean, like probably this big. I'm gonna ask my friend if she still got the picture. She has a picture of my foot. She was like, girl, she's just like, what the heck? She just snaps. And then I was like, I want to go see my baby. She's like, come on, I'm gonna get a wheelchair. I'm gonna help you. And she goes and get the wheelchair. She's like, you really can't fit in there. She's like, we about to make this. We gonna sit sideways. We about to go see baby. Cause she about kids and stuff. We about to go see baby. And then both shows up, and then we went and go see baby. They helped me go see baby and stuff. But man, I couldn't fit. And then there was time where I couldn't. They was like, we can't get you in the shower, and I didn't like them. They would like, you know how they bathe you like this with soap and water like that. I was like, I want a real shower or a bath. And it was like, well, we can't physically pick you up and take you there. You won't fit in the wheelchair. And I'm like, man. And Bo came in from work, and I was like, they won't let me take a shower. And he was like, the shower's right there. They can't help you, walk you right there. They said I'm too heavy, and I can't fit, and all this. And so, he don't like me feeling anything but happy. So, I don't know, man. He got me in that shower. That's all I know. And he washed me up. Man, I'll never forget that. And it's all making me all teared up. But yeah, man, he did that. And so when I that week when I got off the hospital, I didn't remember nothing. It's crazy because I don't even remember. I didn't even remember him. Like, I got off the hospital, I didn't even remember him. So my mom, she took me to my stepdad. That's crazy because I did remember him. I remember him and I remember my mom, but I didn't remember like nothing. Like how I get here type. I don't remember nothing. Anybody be like, oh yeah, like asking me for information, what's your name, what age are you? I would go like this. And my mom had to answer everything until I start remembering stuff. And then even the people that I'll be around, I'll still be like, they know when I look to the side, look at them like that, they had to answer. And it's crazy because I didn't like doing that, even though they were there to help and they didn't have no problem. I just start remembering stuff, like say you forget something, right? Like I was forgetting something. I didn't just leave it at that. I was trying to remember in my brain and make myself remember. And I still do that to this day. And I read recently that helps with memory loss, is to try to remember, exercise that. And it's helped. It's gotten better. This far. Like, I couldn't remember the last thing I ate. Like, okay, say I ate this, right? You know, earlier in the earlier vlog, right? And somebody would ask me, oh, did you eat today? And I'd be like, yeah, I don't remember. When I ate this, and I could be sitting in front of this and be like, I don't remember. So, yeah. That's where, when I'll be like, trying to remember, I'll be like, I forgot or something. That's for. But I mean, it's gotten so much better to where I'm accepting of it and I'm comfortable with it. You know what I'm saying? Cause when I did remember him and stuff, and my mom was comfortable letting me be around, by myself and stuff. she trusted him and stuff. You know, he, you know, learned and stuff. So I'm with him, and then because I was getting better, he thought I got all my memory back. And so he would talk about stuff and old stuff that we did and stuff, and I would look at him like, I don't remember that. That did not happen. Like, I don't know what you're talking about. And I could see the frustration in him. Like, he would get so frustrated sometimes. But, you know, he didn't get mad. He would just be like, dang, you know what I mean? Like, that was a good time we had, and you don't remember that. You know what I mean? But he didn't, like, he didn't resent me or anything for that, which I do appreciate, because some dudes do. You know what I mean? Like, can you imagine a girl not remembering nothing about you? Not remembering your name, not remembering your own child, just nothing? Some dudes will probably leave, you know what I'm saying? Like, what the hell? He was stuck by me the whole time, like faithful though. I have to say, I've been in a faithful relationship. Literally, we go everywhere together, be just us. We trust each other, you know what I'm saying? Oh, you over there, oh, you over there, oh, you with your girls and with your guys and stuff like that. We gave each other space. It was just, he was like, when y'all gonna get married? And we were like, they would tell us, y'all ain't gonna never break up, y'all gonna always be together. Or he always gonna be there, she always gonna be there. So we like, okay, well, might as well get to know each other. What's the point in rushing to get married? So that's what we did. And then people just like, I need to get married. Like, y'all already married, but when's the ceremony? And woo woo. And then it was like, it felt like pressure. So we didn't until we wanted to. And then when it's like, when we wanted to, we can tell people felt that, and then the pressure would come back on, and we just be like, we getting to know each other. That was always what we said, which was true. You know, we want to get to know each other. Like, why you want to be married to, you get married to somebody, and then later down the years or whatever, and you're like, dang, I'm a person that would never get divorced, but I have to get divorced from you. I cannot spend the rest of my life like this. And we didn't want to do that. But it was like we knew that we would always be together, and knew that we'll get married one day. So we didn't feel the pressure within our relationship that we had to get married to stay together. You know what I'm saying? Like, even still to this day, like, it'll happen. And then, okay, he's proposed like so many times, like enough to where a guy, more than a guy should. Where I went wrong is, you know, I'm planning a wedding. I was like, I want to plan our wedding, or we wanted to plan our wedding. And so I'm getting everything together. We got our list and stuff. And then, you know how sometimes you'll hit something in the planning to where you're like, dang, I can't do this on my own. And I was like, I don't want to get married no more. I still want to be with you, but I don't want to get married. Forget getting married, whatever. You know what I'm saying? And I never thought about what that felt, how he felt about it. You know what I'm saying? He probably felt like, dang, she don't want to get married to me, or what's wrong with me, or what's wrong with her? You know what I mean? Like, now that I think about it, just because it's been so many times that he has proposed. Like, the first time we got our apartment, all we had was a bed and a TV, and I think that's it. And he comes in, I'm sitting on the bed, watching TV, and he just proposed. It's out the blue, and I was like, babe, you know we only got a TV and a bed. He's like, so? I want to be with you forever, so I propose. He just did all the time. Any feeling he had, it didn't matter. And every time it came down to planning, it'll be like, I'll get a little bit further in my planning, like, oh, okay, I can do this myself. Oh, I found a way, right? Mm.
Hey, Brownie. How y'all doing? I gotta make sure I'm quiet because the kids are down for a nap and I'm just here trying to put
So I'll
on
get
makeup,
further and further in my planning, and then
and actually,
some will come up to where I couldn't plan it myself, and I'd be like, I don't want to get married anymore. This is too much. I can't plan it. Then I watched. This is when Bridezilla came out, and I'm watching Bridezilla, and I'm learning. I'm sitting here like, a couple of them was doing exactly. They were doing my mistakes. They'd go through it, start planning, and then they would hit something. There'd be something to where they couldn't plan it themselves. Hold on. This-
Was that around me? So I got home and we had
And so then it would. Oh, then they would in their show or whatever. No. Some of them. This was because it was the beginning of when the show started, and they would be like, I don't want to get married no more, woo woo, and they just stayed together. And then they brought them back on there because they were still together and wanted to get married. And then what they did was they asked for help. I know that sounds crazy, like all you have to do is ask for help. But when you really want to plan your wedding, every detail with no help, so you can look back and like, hey, we planned our wedding. You know what I'm saying? That's what we wanted to do. And I really had a passion for that for some reason. Like, that's what I wanted to do. I didn't want to ask for no help. So then I seen how they asked for help to where it was still their idea, but they just had maybe a sister or a brother or a mom, dad, auntie, uncle, or just somebody, a wedding. Then they had the wedding planners on there. I mean, I knew of them, but I thought when you have a wedding planner, they take over. You know what I'm saying? And then it becomes their vision. You know what I'm saying? Like, they want you to pay them for their vision. So I didn't like that. I didn't want nobody to be taking over like that. Like, if you ask me, you can give me your advice, like, oh, there's this, or it may be cheaper if you do, or you can do it like this, but it's still our idea. You know what I'm saying? I would prefer that. So then, came over years where I was like, oh, okay, I see where I went wrong. You know what I'm saying? Like, my bad. Like, you know what I mean? So I had to do damage control. But I don't know. He still does. He still do. We still been together. It doesn't matter what happened. It was like we never even broke up or anything like that. Or even like our vision of the way we wanted to have our family and kids, because I have sickle cell. So, us being young, we thought about how we would have our kids. Like, just randomly thinking, like, okay, there's naturally. Then there's, oh, we can ask a sister, an auntie, or somebody, or mom or somebody. I've always wanted to get a foster care. I always wanted to do that. Adopt. And it's crazy because my mom, she ended up adopting, so then that was an option one time. But it was crazy because we was literally about to get the baby. And then I was like, let me go ahead and get my tubes tied so I don't get pregnant again. But it was just, I had a problem with going further along in my pregnancy, so far in my pregnancy. Going full term, there we go. And so that's why I got my tubes. Well, I went to go get my tubes tied. And that appointment that I went, they check you. She's like, are you pregnant? I was like, no, I'm not pregnant. She's like, you're pregnant. I went back and told him. He was like, no, you're not. And he didn't want to keep the baby because my health reason. I'm supposed to get my tubes tied when I had my daughter in 2008, but I wasn't of age yet. You had to be 21. Or 25? Something like that. It was the age, and I was just about to hit that age on my next birthday. So I was supposed to go back, but I didn't. And so, yeah, we went, and my grandma was like, he's gonna be okay. Watch when he see the baby on the the ultrasound, and he gonna be heat watch. He just gonna be okay. We go look on the ultrasound. The lady, you know how they have the thing inside of you, so she does that. And look, she had the screen towards her, so we're like, he right here, and I'm laying down, of course. And she drops the thing while it's inside me, so I'm all like laying down, like what? This thing just kind of, you know what I mean? She just was like, she pulls her cheek, she goes like that. I was just like. She's our nurse. She's grown with me. She's my OBG. So she's just like shocked. You know what I'm saying? And we like, what? What? We go to just grab. He went to go like grab the screen to see what she's looking at. She's like, oh, I'm sorry. So she grabs, the thing down there, and she's like, guys, you have a almost full-term baby already. We're like, no, because I'm like, maybe I think I'm pregnant. He's like, that's gas. I'm like, oh, okay. Babe, my stomach feels weird. No, that's gas. There's gas. When you are pregnant, you have gas and stuff. So, oh my gosh, yeah. I was 5 months pregnant. Halfway done with Jasmine. And so we didn't do the... We didn't do the the adoption thing. My mom gave the baby back. Because she was like, I'm going to get the baby back, or do y'all want to adopt this baby because y'all wanted to adopt? So, yeah. So that was one of the options. Then another option was, have someone else, like a whole another woman, have our children. But we was like, how would we do that? And then we was like, maybe she can already be pregnant, or we can pay and we can put our egg, or there's different ways. Oh, your sperm, my egg, boom, or my egg already fertilized and put it in her, or something like that. We brainstorming before we even had kids. We was like fresh out of high school type stuff. You know how you think and you get to know each other and options. Thinking about your whole life. So yeah, it was like, or maybe if we say one time we probably broke up and just take that chance of having a kid with that person, because sometimes he used to think he couldn't have kids as well. I guess his mom or someone told him that he has problems having or something with the sperm or something like that. Yeah, so he thought it was him. I'm thinking it's me, but I don't know, who knows. So yeah, so we like, if we was to ever get in another relationship, we gonna have the kid and we gonna get back together or whatever. We gonna keep this as a family. Like, they're just gonna be our surrogate. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna try to, get them together, make us basically be a family. Help, talk them into like, hey, you want to live with us? Let's be a family. Or if not, like, can we keep the baby? Or, stuff like that. Then there was an opportunity where this girl, she was gonna stay with us, and she was gonna give us her baby. Yeah, but it was just like out the blue, and I was like, I don't know. He was like, I don't know. It was like, wow, this actually came true. Like, this was on one of our ideas on our list. I mean, that was the first time, but it's like, dang, we should have did that. Like, but whatever. You know what I mean? Things happen, you learn your lesson, but then it was like, we had children he had children by someone else, and then it was like, she didn't know what she got herself into type stuff. So, I mean, we love our children, we still love our family, we still keep trying to, whatever our plan and our, trying to still just be a family, but, things happen and people are people, and, if it doesn't happen, it's okay. We wanted kids, however we was gonna get them. That's how bad we wanted kids. And that's all that matters. As long as me and him is happy and we still love each other, we didn't care how we was going to have our kids. As long as we had children, and me and him never lost the love for each other and our vision for our relationship. So that's a little bit of, my life. I ate all the lobster out of this. Well, some of it. I almost got there. Look, I got to the middle. It's not that because I'm talking. That's why I'm not eating. I'm trying to eat. That's why I'm like talking myself into trying to eat. You know, I have an appetite and stuff. It's just not really comfortable when you're trying to make myself eat. Plus, because I was sick as bad as I was, that and the weather, that take my medicine around the clock, which I should be doing. I should have did like 30 minutes ago. So I'm gonna end it now and go and do that. So I'm gonna go to the hospital. I don't want to hear his mouth talking about why you didn't take your medicine, why you sick, woo woo woo. Even though he gonna be there, woo woo, but he still be like, why you not? You know what I'm saying? Why you ain't asking for help? Cause I'm at my mom's house. Why you ain't asking for help or whatever? Oh, I don't want to hear his mouth. He's serious about my health. Oh my gosh. He even like when I'm around his family and say he was at his boys or he left and went to the store or something and I ended up getting sick. A crisis or whatever. And he looked, what happened? Did you not take your medicine or what happened? Why you didn't make sure she took her medicine? Why is she sick? Why haven't she took it? You know, he get on the people that's around me. So, and then they be like, put some socks on. I don't want to hear his mouth. And I be like, I'll do it because I don't want them, you know, fussing at them and stuff like that. So he always in my room and stuff like that. But it's good to have someone like that, whether y'all in a relationship or not, whether he's your significant other or your baby's father or just the best friend. See, we was best friends before this relationship started, you know. So that's why we still have that same, you know, friendship, relationship. And God, each other our best friends. We pretty much are. We like, it's crazy. Some people like, how do y'all still? They even asked us for relationship advice when we was in high school. Everybody, they'll ask him, and then they'll ask me, and then it was like, hey, they would call me Miss Jasper, yo. In high school, I didn't even have a name. They didn't care. I'd be like, my name is not Miss Jasper. My name is Ebony. Or I went by Champagne because this girl had the same name as me, and they wanted to fight her or whatever until she left. But I was like, my name is Ebony. Or my name is Champagne. No, they wouldn't say no. They just be like, anyway, Miss Jasper, where's Bo? And I'll be like, oh my gosh, she's, you know what I mean? And then they would come and work together, and they would come to us like, oh yeah, and they would ask us for advice and stuff. Even grown people would ask us for advice and stuff like that. It didn't matter if we was broken up or together. They still wanted to know, how do you get this? They wanted that bond, you know what I'm saying? And then as far as like the positiveness that we have and keep in our relationship, like, we make sure negativity does not exist. We get rid of it in the quickness. And plus, me having sickle cell, I have to stay happy. Not meaning like, oh, a man supposed to make you happy. But nah, it's a health reason. Sickle cell people, you know, stress and worry and negativity and stuff interferes with our health. And so he always made sure I had a smile on my face, like no matter what, even if it was a silly face. That's one of the last vlog, like, if you have somebody around you, don't matter what, it could be silly. As long as you cracked a smile, it took your mind off of whatever it was and brought you back to positive and being happy. He made sure of that. He made sure I was always happy. And then say if there was an argument or something, he apologized. He's very quick to apologize. Real quick to apologize. Even if he knew that he didn't have nothing to apologize for, but because it might affect with my health, it may not happen today, it may not happen tomorrow, it could probably happen next week and it'll affect me. But he apologized to hope that it don't. You know? He's still like that to this day. Anytime I call, he answers. Anytime I go to the hospital, he answers. It didn't matter what relationship, if we was together, if we wasn't. That man was always there. And then, this is another thing. Oh my gosh. So like, okay, say I'm here for instance. He gone, right? Oh, an ambulance probably just got here, or I just called them, so they're on their way. Yeah, I'm in a crisis. I'm about to go to the emergency room. All right. He'd just be like, all right. And I'm like, well, where are you? He's like, I'll be there. And I'm like, man, he probably that far. It's probably going to take him a long time, no matter what time it was. He would beat me there. He would beat me there to the emergency room. Or if I'm pulling up in the back where they take you, the paramedics take you, he's coming through like this at the same time. Yep. And he would not leave. He even wouldn't leave. Like, if he tried to keep jobs to where if that happened, it wouldn't affect his pay or he wouldn't get fired. And if he got fired, he didn't care. He stayed there. And I was like, go to work, it's okay. Or who gonna be there? Who's coming up here? And if I didn't know, he would get his family to be up there. Yeah. Like little stuff like that. That's why it's good to get to know somebody. Build that. Don't be afraid to to take that time out. You know what I'm saying? Because then you can find a person like that. You know? But alright, y'all. I guess I'm going to have to save this. Hopefully I'll eat it. But this was Usnsicklecell. You know, a little bit of my life. You'll see him soon. You know, let me do my thing right now. He's really supportive, like anything I do. Anything I do. I told him I want to do this. He's like, oh, that's good. I'm happy. You know, I've been telling you to talk about this and to get a way to talk about this so people will know and understand. And I was like, oh, I was creating some names and stuff, right? And then he was like, what about Usnsicklecell? Dang, it's all making me teary-eyed stuff in my feelings. He's like, I'm like, Usnsicklecell? He was like, yeah, so you were saying you didn't want it to just be about sickle cell. And we have this thing called Love Us. Like, you know how you say I love you? Instead of saying I love you, we say love us. And so he put us in sickle cell. So I thought that was pretty cool. So that's how that became. Yeah. But alright, y'all. Love, peace, and hair grease. No, it's fine.